Well, hello everyone. I set up to do a little video and baby just moves right in and takes over. Don't you, baby? Huh? Don't you, little baby? You just take over, don't you? She's grunting. Dad, leave me alone. Anyway, in previous video a little while ago, I showed you it was called Laundry Day. And anyway, I showed you how I tie my socks together like this. And I've never in over 25 years ever lost a sock ever in that period of time. And I've never mismatched a pair either. I just I put them on, I wear them, I take them off, I tie them together, throw them in the laundry, and they go in and out of the laundry. Now, the one thing I probably didn't mention on that laundry day video is the fact that when you've got them tied together and they got the knot there, you got to make sure they're really dry in the dryer, just because that knot takes a little fair bit longer to dry out than the rest of the sock if you don't tie them together. So make sure they're really dried out because they can retain their moisture, and then you throw them in your drawer and then they start to get mildewy. Anyway, so that day I did my socks and they weren't fully dry. I didn't take enough time. I was impatient again. So what I do is I bring them home, and when you're in a tiny space, you can't let anything get wet and stay wet. You have to make sure it's dry. So basically, I just brought my socks and I had to hang them everywhere. Hang them. They're like everywhere. Because if I put them in the tub, all that moisture will get screwed up and that. But I got socks hanging everywhere. Everywhere I've got socks hanging all over the place. So they have to be fully dry before they can go in that tub. Otherwise, like I said, they'll get mildewy and smell and stuff like that. So either that or just run them a hell of a lot longer in the dryer. But yeah, I got socks everywhere. So that's just a little extra information on the socks. And I'm going to have a coffee now and start waking up again. Ciao. Look at that little tummy. Look at that little tummy. Get your little tummy exposed again. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Oh my God, it's cold out again this morning. I don't know, it's -4, 5, 6, I don't know. It's freaking cold again. Oh, and my power went out last night, so I had no power. And I really fell asleep hard last night. I woke up drooling all over my pillow. But I woke up suddenly with a start, and it was freezing cold in here. So I jumped up and I turned on my trusty Coleman stove there. I think you can hear it going behind you right now. But yeah, I turned on the stove and warmed it up in here again, and then checked the power and that, and finally came back on. But man, this is crazy. I was born in Vancouver. I grew up in Vancouver. I spent about, when I was 17, I went up to Smithers and spent about 7 or 8 years up in Smithers and Prince George, and then came back to Vancouver. But I grew up in Vancouver. I was all over Vancouver Island, ever since I was a little kid. And in Vancouver and Vancouver Island, you could set your watch by the weather, man. Every 7 to 10 years, we had a bit, kind of a dump of snow. Got a little cold, but it was every 7 to 10 years, and you could, like I said, you could set your watch by it. And and most winters throughout the whole Lower Mainland and Vancouver Island were quite mild in that, and you could walk around with socks and sandals through the winter and stuff like that. But the weather patterns have changed over the years, and it's getting really crazy. 3 years in a row now. 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020, and 2020, 2022, 2021, 2022. 3 winters in a row, it's been freezing cold, lots of snow, and it's crazy. You can't predict the weather over here anymore. It's insane. So something is really up with the weather patterns, and I don't know. The reason I lived here and stayed here is because of the beautiful weather, and now it's just getting stupid. I don't know what's going on, but I hope we go back to normal fairly soon and we get some really nice regular winters again. Because 3 frozen, freezing, stupid, snowy winters in a row is just not normal for Vancouver Island and the Lower Mainland. It's just not. So I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully we'll get back to normal some year, but we'll see. Anyway, I think I'm just going to hunker down today and drink a lot of hot chocolate and sit around and do nothing. I don't even know if I'm going to do a video today, so, because I banged myself up trying to dig my car out there. My leg's killing me. My back hurts. Everything hurts. So I don't know. We'll see what happens today. Every day's different, right? Okay. I'm going to get something to eat, I guess. Oops. How's my little girl? Nice and warm and toasty now, eh? Yeah, nice and warm and toasty. So, I don't know. I'm obviously half asleep this morning and I don't know what I'm talking about, but anyway, I was wrong in that last clip. It was 4 years in a row we've had these terrible winters with lots of snow and cold and everything. 4 years in a row. It was the winter of 1819, it was the winter of 1920, the winter of 2021, and the winter of 21-22, which is the one we're in now. So 4 years in a row. And yeah, so I don't know where my brain was this morning. Obviously, I haven't had enough coffee to wake up. So yeah, 4 years in a row we've had terrible winters over here. It's, I don't know, I'm getting tired of it. I'm just getting really tired of it. And I think my baby is too. She loves to play in the snow, but she hates the cold. She hates the cold like I do. Anyway, that was a correction I had to make. So sorry about that. Anyway, let's move on now. Ciao. So here's the deal. I don't like wasting a lot of time. I like to get on with my day and get things done. So just make quick and easy, fast breakfast and delicious, healthy, excellent breakfast. So I just whipped up all my eggs here. It took me about 30 seconds or so. And while my pan's warming up the butter, and like I say, 30 seconds or so, it should be ready here, ready to cook this. And there we go. Throw that in the pan, get it started up, get as much of this out of there as I can. There. There we go. So, get this flipper down here. Now, we throw the salt on right away. Only the good pink salt. That's the only good stuff to use. Throw a little pepper in right now. As I've said, pepper's a food group. We're going to put more on in a bit. Anyway, so here we go, here we go, here we go. Slide it up there so you don't brown it or mess it up in any way. And now this thing's actually quite hot, so I'm going to turn it right down. There we go. Turn it down so it doesn't overcook. And here we go. We get throw on some really good, organic, healthy, wonderful cheese. Well, that's actually more than enough. Anyway, we got Coombe Castle Sage Derby. Coombe Castle Sage Derby. It's a herbal sage cheese. Anyway, gotta watch this egg. There we go. Slide it over there. Drip it back again. Drip it back again. This pan is just about hot enough to do it all by itself. Keep it on for a second there. Put a little more pepper in there. Now I can put garam masala or whatever spices. I got lots of spices all over here. More pepper. But today, I just want, this is five spice powder. Now, it's pretty strong flavored, so you only want a little hint of it. And if you get the right balance, there, that's probably a little too much, maybe, I don't know. We're going to find out. Okay, so get my omelet over that way. Uh-oh, starting to stick. Turn the heat off. Keep turning the heat off. Just starting to stick a little bit. This is a non-stick pan, but I've had it for over 3 years. So it's glass pan, a silica glass pan, and they do wear after time. Anyway, there's that. I told you before, you barely cook an omelet at all. Just flip it over. Flip it over. Not so much as an omelet as a scromlet. It's a scrambled omelet. But hey, that's the best way to eat them. Anyway, we get the pan thing there. Get it all in there. There. You can do it a little more if you want to. That's up to you. But you brown them and I'll come and kick your butt. Anyway, there you go. That's a very delicious, healthy meal. And you saw how long it took. More pepper. Pepper's a food group. So now, as it cools down, I'm going to mix it up a bit. Just mix the pepper in there a bit more. There you go. Let it set and firm up a little more for a couple minutes. I'm going to mow that down and get out of here. So, quick and simple, healthy. It's the only way to go. So now it's cooled down enough, and the softer egg is firmed up more because it's in a bowl for one, and the heat of the egg is just firming it up. So it's just a perfect balance, The way I like it, and Wolfgang Puck, I know that for a fact. Anyway. Oh my God, that is freaking delicious. That is freaking delicious. It doesn't take much to make your food taste amazing. That is freaking delicious. I'm going to say that was the perfect amount of 5 spice. All those flavors just balance perfectly. They're fantastic. Oh my God, I'm thoroughly going to enjoy this. So see you later. Hello, little baby girl. Oh boy. Well, sometimes, maybe a lot of times, life in a tiny, tiny little shack can be really kind of boring because it's so small. You can't jump around and run from one room to another, like from your bathroom to your living room to your basement to your upstairs bedroom to all through the house. You can't do that. So that's basically why I go out a lot and go out and go in the wilderness and see the sceneries and stuff, and because it's just boring sitting inside all the time. But anyway, 2 days ago somebody asked me, they said, how do you make money living in a tiny shack on wheels? My answer is, I don't make money living in a tiny shack on wheels. I don't. Basically, I live solely on my CPP disability pension, and that's not very much money at all. And then on top of it, our illustrious government, in their ultimate wisdom, last tax period, decided somehow, I don't know how, I made too much money the previous year, so they took away my guaranteed income supplement. Yeah, that hurt. That was about $630 a month, just over $7,000 for the year. And it's money, you count on that money coming in. Your check comes in, and oh, there's my money, and it's like, what? I'm missing 600 and something dollars. Wow. So that hurt. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll get it back again. So I'm gonna have to try and adjust for that next year, let's say. Anyway, so I lost that, but the good thing is when I came down here to store my camper, because I didn't know what I was gonna do, and the guy offered me a job. So instead of paying rent, I'm getting money to work here, and it mostly makes up for the money that I lost off the CPP. And but still in the end, if I had a job and my guaranteed income supplement, I'd have more money. So I'm losing out. Anyway, I live on that, and I don't particularly go out of my way to do anything to go out and make any extra money, right? Basically, I try and live simple, and I live very healthy too, because there's lots of good food out everywhere in Canada, everywhere. Good fruits and vegetables, healthy food for free, and you can find it almost anywhere. If you can't find free food in Canada, something's wrong with you. But anyway, I live, I try and live, a nice kind of meager life and a good, happy life. I get out and do lots of great things. My little girl and everything, so we live a good life. But yeah, I don't make money. Sometimes I've told you in other videos, I go out and pick wild mushrooms. And if I have an abundance of mushrooms, I'll go and trade them for Chinese food or any kind of food, or just barter with them in one way, or just sell them for cash. And the same thing, I like to go fishing, and I do these things because I enjoy them. I don't want to make jobs out of them. I do them because I enjoy them. So I go out and fish, catch freshwater fish and saltwater fish. I can trade them for food or barter in some way, or just sell them for cash. I can do the same thing. I can go out with my saw and just cut up a bunch of firewood and park on the side of the highway and sell firewood if I need money. But so there's always ways of making extra money. But no, I don't make money, any money, living in a tiny shack on wheels. I don't. I live pretty much on my CPP disability pension, which isn't very much at all, and that's how I do it. That's how I live. And the other question the same people asked me was, where do you get your water from? And I went, I like to get my water from the source. And I don't mean the electronics store either. I mean from the source where the water comes from. That's where I like to get my water from. Like in a river. This is Big Qualicum River. I brought you here before. Now there's got to be thousands and thousands of rivers all over Vancouver Island. This is just one of them. Lots of fresh water on Vancouver Island. And that's where I like to get my water from. 5 gallons of water. We're heading into Spider Lake again. It's looks a little slick here. could be a little crazy. So here we go, Vito. We're going into Spider Lake again. I will show you when we get there. Okay, here we are. Pounding through the snow. Here we go. Here we go, Spider Lake. Frozen right over. Last time I saw it frozen, it was only halfway. So, holy crap, it's hard to get in here. It's so deep now. Gotta sneak past this tree. Don't fall in the lake. Wow. So here you go, Vito. The whole damn lake is frozen. First time I've ever seen the whole lake frozen. First time ever. Crazy, eh? There's the beach over there. I'm on the bank. There's the point. And there's the other large part of the lake way over there. It's bigger than this piece. And it's frozen as well. So it's been freezing out here. I've never seen Spider Lake completely frozen before. But I'm not saying it didn't happen. But it has. Anyway, good thing I came prepared. So I need water. We got to get at this. See you in a minute. had to get it deep enough to get the jug in there. And I could fall through this ice. There we go. 5 gallons of pure, fresh lake water. Oh, I'm tired now. Oh, wow. That was a lot of work. I'm kind of worn out now. But you saw how fast that was. Oh my God. Okay. That's the second source of water. Anyway, Vito, watch this. Take one last look at a completely frozen Spider Lake. And look what you're missing. And that's how you get water from a lake. That's 2 layers of ice. I went through the first layer, then watered, and another layer of ice. It's crazy. I don't know what you can actually see, but there's 2 layers there. Wow, that was hard to dig through. But anyway, see that square out there? Someone earlier, when it was colder and the ice was harder, made a skating rink out there. They moved the snow, pushed it over, and made a good skating rink out there. I don't think it's safe to go out there now, though. You saw how easy it was to get through that ice. So, and I could have fallen through just on the edge here. It's starting to crack. I could feel it. Anyway, there we go. I'm got to go and warm up now. Ciao. Okay. Oh. Hard walking through snow time sometimes. Bogs you down. Oh, well, we're almost back at the car. I gotta put you down. Okay, I showed you, I think last time, that they plowed. This is the forest road down to the end of Winchester Road. They plowed across the little trail down to the Swain Creek there. So I'm gonna have to pound my way in on with the snow. Through the snow, I should say. Baby, we're going this way. She's fine over there. Anyway, I'm going to pound down through the snow here to Swain Creek. And I'm going to say this is probably my favorite place to get nice fresh water. It's a beautiful, beautiful mountain creek. We're right on the edge of the wilderness here. I've brought you down here before, but you can't get much fresher than this kind of water. Anyway, I'm going to set up and I'll get right back to you. Splattered myself. So there you go. 5 full gallons. 5 full gallons of pure mountain creek water. I don't think you can get much fresher than that. Okay, there we go. Now I'll tell you, one of the reasons I do this is because in cities and towns, in any larger residential area, they usually chlorinate the water. And for someone like me with a severe inflammable bowel disease, chlorinated water is not a good thing. So
I like to get my water from the source, really fresh, clean water. Yeah, so another thing too is they say without the bees and stuff, the pollinators and worms and mushrooms and stuff, this planet can't exist. Well, first things first, none of that can exist without hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide comes in our rainwaters and it purifies the whole planet. The planet would mold up and rot and die and turn into a desert planet if it wasn't for the hydrogen peroxide that comes down in our rainwaters. You can Google all this. It's don't take my word for it. But also you can check with Saint Bernadette, the spas of Lourdes, France. She was given a vision to go and dig a well there. She dug a well, made spas, and people were getting these miraculous cures there from ailments and things. Anyway, it turns out in our modern times, they tested everything, and it was those spas, the spring waters that came from there, were a high concentrate of natural hydrogen peroxide in the water, and that's what was curing and healing people. And you can Google all that too. Don't take my word for any of this. But so a lot of people say when you get water from a creek and stuff like that, they're worried about beaver fever and all this crazy stuff. You know, I've been doing this for many years of my life, and I've never had a problem. I don't even think I've run into anyone that has had a problem. But you know, if you, like I've said, the hydrogen peroxide is the most natural thing. It's nature's purifier and sanitizer. It kills all the bad pathogens and it feeds all the good ones. And you can't get any better than that. And that's the only thing you should use. So if you get your water source and you think there's a problem, put a few drops of hydrogen peroxide in it, and it'll oxidize and purify everything in there and make everything nasty, or any toxins, pathogens, anything. It'll make them inert, completely inert. It just destroys them down to the molecular level. Anyway, that's how the oxidization works. But that is one of the reasons I do it for me anyway, and maybe a lot of other people do. If you got IBS or IBD, it's a good way to go. Get distilled water, a couple of drops of hydrogen peroxide, be really good for your intestines. Anyway, one thing is, I promised Ivan a few days ago that I'd bring him this jug because his other jug fell apart and he's got little tiny jugs. And it's a bitch coming down to try and get little tiny amounts of water. So I got to take this up to Ivan and full of water and let him borrow this for the winter because I can't use it. It'll freeze up at my place and it'll just crack the plastic. So anyway, we're going to go do that. So talk to you soon.
Wow. This is actually heavy for a disabled senior like me. There's Ivan. He's coming. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Oh yeah, that's pretty heavy. 5 gallons of water. Oh my. Oh, I told you. Oh, finally, eh? He just gave me the praise sign of peace.
Just one time I needed water, but I said I'm gonna wait because it's gonna rain and it'll be easier to go down when there's snow melt. This is fine. You go.
Well, it still hasn't melted enough. That was hard to get in and out of there. Yeah.
And I'm going down there. See?
Yeah.
Too steep.
Yeah, you slip. Yeah, I know. I almost did a few times. All right, baby, let's get the water. Are you okay? You want me to carry it? You okay? Okay. I finally remembered to do this. Holy crap. I told him, like, I don't know, 3 days ago at least, that I'd bring him a jug. So anyway, we're going to go in. I'm hoping he's got some tea still. So we'll go in and see you in a minute. Ciao. Oh. Shut up, baby. Shut up, baby. This is such a cool place in here. I love it. I just love it in here. Just a beautiful, beautiful old school bus. Just fantastic. And he's got it all, like years of decorations. It's insane. And we got the fire stove, wood stove right in front of me. I'm gonna have my tea. Ciao. Okay, we're taking off from Ivan's place. Fucking landlord's down here honking because my car is parked at the side of the road here. What a dick. This guy's a real dick. I'm just trying to get out of here now. He shows up and he's fucking honking like, get the fuck off my yard or whatever. I don't know. I'm at the side of the road anyway. So fuck him. Anyway. He drives a fucking Rolls Royce. Excuse my language. I don't normally swear, but he drives a Rolls Royce and he's being a dick. Come here, baby. Come. He's honking because he doesn't want me at the side of the creek here. Baby, come. Come on. Come on. Now. Come on. Get out of here. I'm going to turn you off for a sec. So I started my car. And he's just sitting there. He's not going to drive up his driveway or nothing. He wants me to leave. See, he's backing up. Backing up because he wants me to leave. He can just drive in his driveway right there. And just go home, but he hates everything and everyone. He's one of the worst assholes I've ever met. And that's Ivan's landlord. And I feel really bad for Ivan. Anyway, he's going to wait until I actually leave and get out of here. And I'm at the side of the road. Has nothing to do with him at all. I'm at the side of the road by Swain Creek. So I can go and park wherever I want. Here, I'm going to go park up on the forestry road and see what the hell he says about that. This is crazy. This guy's an idiot. Watch this. Now, I'm on forestry property, basically, so he can fuck off. There he goes. See? He's screwing off. He just didn't want me sitting at the side of the road beside his property. Has nothing to do with him. He's... Oh, wow, man. Oh, some people you meet in the world, they're crazy. Just absolutely crazy. Anyway, ciao for now. Now, this is how weird a lot of people are out in the world. Apparently, according to Ivan, his landlord hates my guts. And Ivan looks at him and goes, you don't even know the guy. You don't know him from Adam. You don't know anything about him. So why would you even say that? You hate his guts. So this guy's that weird. So many of those people out there. Sorry, we're bouncing around in the hard-packed back road here. Anyway, that's just kind of weird. There's a lot of strange people out there. But I can't wait to go home and warm up and have a hot chocolate. Oh boy, bouncy, bouncy. Man, it's a tiny, cramped little 8x8 shack on wheels. But you know what? It's so good to be home sometimes. Wow. So good to be home and get away from all the crazy and whatever out there. And just be home, put your feet up, say the hell with the world, and have some hot chocolate. So let's do that. There, we got light, we got the hot water going, and we're gonna have some hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Tim Hortons. Oh, look at that. I use this Tim Hortons so much, it's falling apart. Oh my God, we have to put that back together. So we're still gonna have hot chocolate either way. Ciao. Oh boy. Oh, that is so much better. Warmer and cozier, yeah. Oh my God. Lots better. There we go. Now we can sit and have a hot chocolate in warmth and comfort while baby plays with a toy there in the shadows. So that's how I live and survive on Vancouver Island. I survive that way, and that's how I get my water. And I don't know, on Vancouver Island, if you can't find food or water, there's something wrong with you, because everyone over here and everyone and their dog over here sells eggs, chickens, goats, beef, you name it. It's over here, and everyone and their dog sells this stuff all over the place. So, you know, even on a meager existence, if you can't find water and you starve to death and can't find food and stuff on Vancouver Island, then there's definitely something wrong with you. But anyway, that's my story for today. So, hasta la vista, baby.